What's up? It's your boy Frank Stacks back with another episode of Front Porch Talk Podcast 734. And I got my boy AK to the right of me.
Yeah.
I got my boy Chuck to the left of me.
Long live Seven Flames.
I got the beautiful Big Tiny back in the building.
Whoop.
And we have our guest Shay chilling here with us.
Hey.
And first off, we want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. And rest in peace to all those we've been losing by gun violence and violence in general. Rest in peace to Kevin Eubanks, who lost last weekend from violence.
Yeah, Nip was a real one, though.
And, we have to start making changes. Have to let that hate and that jealousy leave your heart. It's not worth it. Defending yourself is different, but you can't be going out here over words, over certain things. That ain't worth it. But what's up with, I feel like people showing love more when people are gone than when they're here. Been to a lot of funerals, like I said, in the last 10 years, and there's always a lot of outpour afterwards. You know, we get so busy, caught up in our daily lives and running around working. What y'all feel about it?
Baby.
Y'all think people get the love while they here, or
No, I don't think not accurately. You know what I'm saying? It'll be more people at a funeral than it is a baby being born. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
People
that's a
deserve
good
their
narrative.
flowers while they're here, not when they dead and gone.
Hell yeah. You ain't lying. That's why I'm glad, Nori, I'm glad he got drink champs and shit. It's a good, because he basically doing that, you know.
trying to celebrate them stories and people while they're
Yeah.
here that you wouldn't know
Too
about.
bad he ain't have Nip on there. I don't know
Yeah.
if he did or not. I don't think he did, though. On the previous episodes, he might have, but I don't think he had Nip on there.
Yeah, that what you said right there, Big Tiny. That is true right there. That's funny you say that because my sister just posted a post about how many people were at each birth of each child, and of course the first. She got a lot of kids. She got 8 kids, by the way, but one set of twins. But of course, it was more people there for the earlier births, and then the later births. You know, it wasn't as many people there. But you got some people out there that don't got nobody. You know?
Yeah. True that.
I know incident with a elderly person, my own grandparent. You know, she showed a lot of love to people out here through her service with the church, and one of the few times I actually seen my grandfather get upset about something really emotionally. It was her being in the hospital and not that many people really coming to check on her, even though she be everywhere with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I don't know. That's why I try and tell people, man, you got to stop and be patient. Really just stop and think sometimes, like, what's really, really important. 'Cause
Sometimes you get more love from strangers than your own family.
True that.
That's the most upsetting thing about all that. You
Yeah.
know.
Definitely. That's a struggle, too, though, within itself with family, because, you know, family also, they have a role as family. So it's like they trying to teach you and love you at the same time. And then you see all they flaws, too, at the same time. You know, you can, a stranger can show you love, but you don't be knowing a stranger.
Yeah.
You know everything about your family damn near. Not everything, because you'll find out shit years later sometimes, too. So, but,
Yeah. Like most of the time.
yeah.
Like, damn, you get 15, 16, like, oh, I didn't know my aunt was my actual cousin.
Man.
Or
Just
the aunt was
or
thing.
just some wild
That shit
shit.
happened to me. I was like, damn, like, why it wasn't even a big deal. Like, why was y'all making it a big deal? Like, we
Yeah.
had to call her auntie. Like, she was gonna get treated the same way regardless.
Right.
It was cousin or auntie. That shit wild though.
Yeah, people show love while you here, man. And it can just change a person's whole attitude, whole day, anything. Because everybody going through something. Like I keep trying to tell people, everybody's going through a struggle. So always just show love when you can.
That's why that coaching shit be good. Cause shit, sometimes you might be the only love they get all day or all week or whatever, you know.
True.
Yeah, sports in general, though.
But I'm just saying that, you know, you as a player, you know.
Shit, nigga, getting my hair done be the shit, dog. I ain't gonna front. Y'all laughing, nigga. I can see why y'all females be like, nigga, I need my motherfucking get my shit right day. Like, nigga, I don't deal with nobody for like hours and then just chilling with the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because you either at a shop or you with a black girl, period, who know how to do it, and you just chilling. Like, you just vibing, you getting back to your center, whatever makes you comfortable. Like, people need that more and more, man. Motherfuckers out here working 8 to fucking 16-hour shifts a day. This shit crazy. I don't know how the shooter do it with all them goddamn kids and shit. Dro, I salute y'all niggas. Fuck that.
Right, because kids on top of all of that too, working. And,
How the fuck y'all do it? I'm a selfish nigga. Sorry.
oh my God.
So sorry.
Selfish when it comes to your hair.
Selfish with my time and all that shit, bro. Like all that.
You know, if you had a kid, you gonna make sure they shit was.
Oh,
right
you
before
know
you
that.
had a kid.
That's the problem, though. But that's the problem also is I'm gonna show that love while they here. I will go balls to the wall, nigga. Like it's gonna be some. Like there was a man who got arrested out. I want to say in New Mexico or Arizona, because he bust a motherfucker ass for saying some shit or for like trying some shit with his underage daughter and her friend at the store.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that.
But I think the dude fell into like a coma or something. So now, of course, he locked up.
Yeah.
And
The dad is locked up.
yeah, the dad locked up. You know what I'm saying?
I think I've
Because
seen
technically, you know, he's in the wrong for.
But he not.
But he
though.
not.
He
You know,
not.
by law, technically, he in the wrong. But if we had more of that type of shit, niggas wouldn't be so quick to be all on that R. Kelly and all that fuckery shit.
Get
Tell
beat
you
down.
that.
Period.
Yeah, tell you that. That's what you supposed to do as a father, man. Man, what?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even want to think about it. I had to turn up on a nigga for my niece, so I already know what it would be like. If it was my daughter.
No comment. I be incriminating myself right now.
How you feel? How you
Real
feel,
talk.
shooter? You been in some wild shit.
Shooter.
Cause he can come up. Cause he can come up here. He do wild shit already. He's a shooter. What do you mean? Talking like he ain't before.
Having kids calm me down, man. I don't really do wild.
See?
I just cut hair and go home.
See?
But what's how you feel, Shay?
About what? Which part?
People get more love when they die? Oh, especially in the social media day and age. This shit.
Honestly, yes and no. Because I get lots of love every day. But I give a lot of love at the same time. So if I'm walking down the halls at work, they like, Shay, Shay, what's up, Shay? I be like, hey, boo, hey, babe, what's good? What's good?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
I can't turn one corner and don't nobody know Shay or Big Baby because they call me Big Baby at work.
Okay.
So either or, they know me, period.
Okay.
Period.
You do put out a lot of love at
A
work.
lot of it.
Yeah, you do. Come
Eerie.
come here, baby.
Come here, baby.
Right.
Give me a
Now-
hug, baby. Put it right here.
Come on.
All y'all work together?
Yes.
Child, I hate to be one of y'all managers.
I'm
They
the
can't
nice
control us.
employee,
It's like
though.
I probably would like to be y'all manager. I mean,
You know
I'm
me.
black,
Don't
so-
talk to me before 9 o'clock.
Period.
Shay,
I talk to Charles when I want to.
yeah, and I be
Love
shut. I be
that.
like, don't come over here with that bullshit.
And I take him in a whole headlock right on the titties like, shut up, nigga. Period. Nigga, I get my hug every day.
I get my hug every day.
Every
You heard
day.
her? She was like, "Shut up, nigga."
That's,
Do I not though?
that's
Yeah.
I
beautiful,
take that
though.
nigga like, come here, nigga.
But that's beautiful though. That's beautiful though.
I feel like everybody need love every day. That's why I do what I do.
Oh my heart.
Well, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, some people, but real love though, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I ain't with that fake shit. Like you can miss me with that. Like I'd rather you not say hi just to say hi, if you know. Oh hi, just to if you really don't mean that, you
Right.
don't gotta say nothing to me. You can keep it pushing. We can walk by each other like we ain't see each other.
No, I mean that shit every day.
No, I know you. I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah, some people like, hi. Yeah. I'm like,
Right.
bitch, don't talk to me. Shut the fuck up. Like, real talk, it's this one girl at work with us. It took her forever just to get that little stank face off her face. I'm like, come here, baby. Come give me a hug. Good morning. Come give me a hug. But now every time she see me, Shay. That's what she do, though. Swear to
Some-
God.
But some
Yes.
some people not used to that though. Like, you know, some people not used to that kind of love. Like, and
Because they so used to fake love, but ain't no fake
Exactly.
love this way. I'm so genuine with my shit. It don't, you know, you never know what nobody going through.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
Fact.
Just come give me a hug, whatever.
That's
You know,
how it
you
be.
look like you need a hug today. I'm going to
It's
hug you today.
science.
Period.
You know how it
science
should be.
says a hug makes us feel better.
Hey, I'll support a motherfucker even if I ain't going to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm a support.
How do you show your support, Mr. Black Arican?
I show love. Prime example, little kids selling candy bars on the corner of the street. I don't want no candy bar. I'm gonna give you some money though, just because. You know what I'm saying?
That's
that ain't.
what's up.
But I don't post and need to brag and boast about shit like that. That's
Right.
just simple shit.
Right.
Period.
If anybody kids got something going on, I condone, whatever.
Right.
If I got it, the baby's got it.
Yeah, flat out.
Baby's supposed to have it. That's my thing with life. I feel like
If my
we're
nigga
supposed
is a rapper, I'm gonna buy his album or I'm gonna download it.
to
Swear to God.
You know what I'm
download that-
saying?
Download that Fifth Flames. by the way.
Supporting.
I'm going to share it. Period. Anything.
Facts.
I didn't even hear your song first, and I shared it first. Like, oh, check my nigga out. Then I listened to it like,
Real
yes.
shit. Real shit.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what's up.
That's what I do.
That is what's up right there.
So, if you ain't got no Hennessy, I got some Hennessy. You can have some. That's showing love in the hood.
Period. I don't even smoke weed. You want some weed?
Now you.
I got a little bud at the crib.
Now that's some real shit. All right then. What's funky though, man? What's been funky?
He just got up at the wrong time. What's the funky your way? Go ahead.
What's been funky with me?
Yeah.
Oh, one of y'all. Don't matter.
Oh
I
man.
just got up. Mine is audio.
People not wanting to be in the gray area of things. Like people having to be on the opposite ends of things. And I can even remember a time when I was younger where I was like that. I remember a close friend of me told me
Everything.
I was kind of doing that, like being on the one end or the other, you know,
Hell yeah.
polar opposite.
Just cuz too sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
hell
feel like
yeah.
you got to stand. for
Yeah,
something,
hell
like-
yeah. It's like
And
nah,
I s-
everything ain't.
And
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
and I say that for this past week with, you know, everybody arguing about the death of the Nipsey shit. It ain't about like man gone. You know what I'm saying? Period. Man gone, man lost. Ain't no coming back.
Yeah.
I just want people to remember though that there's always a gray area or something that like there are certain things that are proven. Of course, we talked about conspiracy theories earlier on other episodes about certain shit is proven. Yes, question everything, but I just want people to be more in that gray area, because if you're more in that gray area, it's more of an understanding
Exactly.
of other people and things.
Everybody think everything is mutually exclusive. Like, no. One thing can be this and this at the same time. Like, it can be on both sides.
We can get to 9 multiple ways.
Exactly. Like, it's not just one way to get there. Like, for real, that's a great example. Like,
That's why we're stuck in this two-party system that got us so fucked up.
Right. That's a huge thing.
Hell yeah.
Stuck in a two-party system and people not want to change or people feeling it works. People feel like, oh, we're really alive because of that system or something. Like when people system is a very, very young system when it comes to human civilization and human life. Like, so.
I mean, and where we live, the United States of America alone is young as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I definitely feel you on that though. That shit kind of make me mad too. It's like, if you ain't this, then you that. Like, no. Like, nigga. I can like Mike Tyson, and he could be my favorite boxer, but I could still enjoy the art of boxing, even though he wasn't necessarily a boxer. Like,
Really?
doesn't have to. I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like, oh, I'm Mike Tyson. Everybody that's a brawler, I gotta like. Like, no, I can
And I feel like
enjoy both sides and be, you know.
And I feel like for me, that's like my life because it's either like, oh, you from the west side or you from the north side. But I'm on like, really, I stayed downtown. I stayed in between both of them. Like when I was a kid, it was like, well, one side of my family stay over here, the other side of my family stay on the other side. So I'm gonna be in between both of them.
Or like being a black kid hanging out with white boys, and you go back to your cousins and shit. Oh, you was hanging out with them white boys? Yeah, like nigga, and I'm hanging out with y'all too now. Like what, nigga? I can do both. Like I don't have to choose one side or the other. Or nigga, that's some shit that was never taught to me. Like at a young age.
Or I saw somebody make the comment. I saw somebody make such an ignorant comment saying Nipsey Hussle was a snitch because he was working with the police.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Because you can't go to a meeting
Yeah.
to talk about how to help things.
So now he a snitch.
Right.
Crazy.
Because that's where we are with this whole total, you got to choose a
Yeah,
side.
Yeah. Like,
Or it ain't no, you not fixing nothing at all. Not realizing we all people in this fucked up mesh of stuff. And we got to
Exactly.
figure it out. Because it's always going to be a police or some kind of regime, nigga, looking over other people. So,
1%ers, nigga, motherfuckers that got all the money that run everything. A couple families.
Exactly. No, exactly. The NRA is another big example. If you really look at the core issues, most people who like guns and people who are against guns have the same issues, or they agree about the same things, but they radicalize it. So on the right, motherfuckers will stock up on guns and buy ammo and think the shit's gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
And then on the left, so they can make money off of people, or they can still get people to vote for them just off of that issue. And when you really get Republicans and Democrats together, most of the same issues like bump stocks and just controlling shit and guns in certain places we both care about.
Yeah.
But they make it sound like all Democrats want your guns taken and all Republicans want guns. in
Yeah, it's
schools
just
and
not
shit.
like that's why I love Killer Mike, because he can play both sides, like, and you know, be real. Like that's why I love it. So it was like, yeah, you know, I can do this and do that. Like, yeah, I love guns and all this and that, but I don't stand for a lot of shit that they do. You know, he has a lot of, you know, I don't want to misquote him, so I'm not gonna really, you know, go into that. But if you watch his show, you know what I'm saying, Trigger Warning, you'll see what he's talking about and the in depth he goes in about opening your eyes up to different things instead of just believing in something just because somebody taught you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being on black and white shit, like black and white skin and mentally thinking, like.
I'm sure y'all feel like that, Big Tiny, you and Shay, like me and black girls, like, y'all really get scoped. Like, you know, as black girl angrier or got an attitude or something, like, instead of,
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's definitely a
Yeah.
stereotype with black girls because we do be angry and be having
like, y'all
attitude.
super cool.
I'm glad you was honest about that.
Yeah.
And wasn't on no bullshit. Like, for real though, straight up
No,
though.
for real, I got a bad attitude.
And always been like, nah, I ain't. Niggas
Yeah.
just soft and shit. They can't. And she's like, nah, you know, I gotta.
I know, Charles. Don't. Please. Okay.
That ain't my name. I'm
Fifth
I mean,
Flank.
that's one reason we do. That's what.
You going off at work?
no. No. She's
No.
very near and dear to my heart.
Exactly.
Heard his voice.
Nah, but what's worse is being black, big, and a woman. That's far worse than just
Yeah.
being a black woman.
Yep.
That's why I drip so much.
I'm telling you,
Sauce.
because not only do they think we have an attitude, but we big, so that means we lazy as fuck and we stink.
That's why I prove them
Or-
wrong. You see how I drip? I never in the house maybe, but I always show up and show out.
For
That's-
sale.
I just
I got
that's a
drip for
stereotype.
sale.
That's a really bad stereotype. But I always have 2-3 jobs, so lazy where.
Right.
That's what's up.
Right, because all the black girls I know, the big black girls, they grind.
Hard.
Okay.
Grind. And they the
Hustle.
coolest.
And we smell
Usually.
the best, and our pussy the best.
Yeah.
Right.
Period.
'Cause they ain't out here just slanging
Period.
it. Trying to be hot, Tatianas. Hurt my knees dancing to that damn song the first time.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, nigga. I was dancing with a girl. Damn, Charles, you mean, nigga. I can't dance.
There's 2 songs I never danced to.
All right. I'm going to remember that. I'm gonna remember this. It's 2 songs. Name them. Let us know. So because if I catch you, nigga.
What songs?
That shit he just
Tatiana.
Bust
talked.
down Tatiana.
I like that.
What's the other one?
Blueface, baby.
I gotta think of it.
But I like that.
I usually don't know it till I hear it.
That's a real workout song.
I'm like, hell
You
no.
gonna fuck up some Baby Shark, Charles, baby.
I usually don't know until I hear it.
The Cupid Shuffle. Hey, y'all know why? Because we was at a part. Look, wait. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I used to like.
evil.
Yeah,
I used to like.
that's a
The,
fun
I used to
song.
like the Cupid Shuffle. And that nigga Flames. We was at a party one day. He was like, "Nigga, we from the north. We don't dance to the Cupid Shuffle." I said, "Fuck that shit, dude. I ain't dancing to that motherfucker no more."
Dang shit.
Shit.
The illest, dog.
So I'm
You don't know
repping for
what a-
my
what a
nigga.
good
Fuck
time you're
y'all.
missing, not getting out there.
Whatever.
doing
I will thiz to the
it.
whole
You don't
bitch
know what
if
a
I
good
had
time
to.
you're missing.
Right.
Getting out there doing down, do you?
Right.
It's so fun.
And the
I don't know. I hate
Drunk,
dancing
too.
like
It
that.
usually
'Cause I
come
be
on when
wanting
I'm
to dance.
drunk,
When I'm
too.
dance, I be wanting to dance, nigga, like freak dance. That's the only type of dance I
You
be
be trying to do
Ah, pretty Ricky.
straight up.
Nigga, AK gonna coach AK 60 years old. Freak this.
I mean, like with somebody, obviously. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like I don't want to be out there stepping like shit. I'd rather be out there with a, you know,
Yes.
Get his keep sweat on.
for real. Like, nigga. What's this show he got called? Damn, he got a show on the radio.
Shut the I was about to say, Keith Swindle got a goddamn
Yes, he
TV
do.
show. I was gonna be
he
No,
mad
radio
as hell.
show.
TV show. He got a radio show.
Oh yeah, there you go. The Sweat Hotel.
Yeah.
The Sweat Hotel.
Yeah. Don't nobody want to. No.
You already know them hoes.
He
Them
should have
hoes
been
be in
did
their
that
room
with
like,
that
oh my
voice.
god, let me.
He should have
listen
been,
to
he
his
should have
voice.
been did that with that voice.
Oh, you already know we had to parlay that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for real though.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to hang up on you. I'm sorry,
we gonna
baby.
switch you over. We gonna switch. We gonna
I'm
transfer
sorry,
you
baby.
over.
Hey, yeah, and then that's what he do, Richard. Though, for be like, I'm gonna have to hang up on you. That nigga be like,
Number, nigga. Get the number.
nigga, you heard what I said, nigga? Oh, we still rolling?
What's funky with you though, eh?
Shit, I got some stuff I want to open your mind up about though, so we gonna listen to it. I don't know what's the name though. It's an interesting look on Columbus. It kind of opened my
Nigga, we don't fucking Columbus over here, nigga.
Nah, but listen though.
Him coming to America was the most significant thing to ever happen in our species.
Whoa.
Silence.
Not internet porn?
No, that's just porn in another medium.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, internet porn is just a matter of degree, not a matter of
Yes.
does it exist or does it not.
Right.
Okay. I think it was the most significant event to happen in our species.
Kind of amazing when you stop and think about the fact that at that point in time, other than the Native Americans who lived here who were living a nomadic tribal existence, very few people that had the wheel, that had firearms, that had all these things that had already been achieved in the rest of the world had made their way to this place.
So now watch. Okay. Here's how it worked.
Right?
So you're going to hear. So I presume that you have some skepticism of this claim, as most people would, especially the Columbus haters who are out there. All right.
I don't really have any skepticism about it, to be honest with you. It makes
Okay, so
sense.
let me describe to you why I think this is true.
Okay.
And then you can tell me whether you agree or not. All right. We are hunter-gatherers. We haven't settled down yet, early humans. And we're basically wandering. We're following the herds. All right. And then the Ice Age hits. Well, what is an Ice Age? An Ice Age means it is so cold that when the moisture evaporates from the oceans, goes to the clouds go over the land, it doesn't rain, it snows. And the snow falls, and then it stays. So the water that had lifted up from the ocean does not return to the ocean. It accumulates on the land. And this accumulation, when it's significant and sustained, we call glaciers. Glaciers is not itself a snowfall. It is compressed snow that's basically changed state into this ice river that flows very slowly back to the ocean. But the oceans are getting drained faster than they're getting replenished. So during the Ice Age, the ocean levels dropped, exposing the Bering Strait land bridge between Asia and what is now Alaska, basically North America. Our ancestors who come out of Africa go into Europe. Some stayed, others kept wandering. Some stayed low above the Mediterranean, others went high. They populate Asia. They keep walking because there's a land bridge there. They don't even know it's a bridge, it's just more land. So they walk, and they enter North America. And from there, that's kind of the only way you can go is south at that point. The weather gets a little better. The Ice Age ends. The glaciers melt back into the oceans. The ocean levels rise, closing the land bridge, stranding a branch of the human species for 10,000 years. Those humans who made it across that land bridge and spread out into North America, Central America, South America, have only a few families as their parent genetic, genetic origin. Okay? It's like, some research says it's like 8 family lineages populated the entire North and South American continents. Then the land bridge breaks. Now you have Europe, Asia, Africa, and North and South America, and they know nothing of one another. 2 separate branches of the human species. The Vikings notwithstanding, maybe they came over, they didn't. Even if they did, their influence was near zero relative to the Europeans. So we're talking about influence here. This is a branch. Had this continued, this is how you speciate. This is why the species on Australia, that's why you have mammals there that have pouches. All right? No other mammals do that. They split off and they evolved their own way. Okay. So 10,000 years is not enough to grow 3 heads or, 12 fingers. But our species is separate. Now, Columbus crosses the Atlantic, makes contact with humans. This is the first time that has happened in 10,000 years. We have rejoined 2 branches of the human species. We are now one common genetic
so they can see
group.
it. Niggas ain't falling asleep.
And that genetic crossbreeding now continues to this day. We fly to any corner of the world and mate, okay? And the mating already began immediately. Yes, there were diseases that Columbus brought to North America, much written about that. Less written is that he brought syphilis back to Europe. First cases of syphilis of 1492.
Whoa.
And then it
They got
skyrocketed.
syphilis from the Native Americans?
Yes.
What, did they have no problem with it?
Well, I don't know the details of how the physiology of the natives dealt with that, or whether it mutated. I don't. And there may be people who know that. I'm not among them.
That's fascinating.
But just look at the graph of reported syphilis cases in Europe. It all began in 1492 when he came back. Whoa. So
So I don't know if y'all niggas actually listening and paying attention. I know you was, Richard, but what you think about that shit though? That's kind of interesting look on that shit.
What's interesting about it?
What do you mean?
What's
interesting about it?
For me, it's just. I'm not gonna say it's not interesting, but I've heard that Bering Strait theory before.
Yeah.
So that's like not new. The syphilis part was interesting because I haven't heard that part, but the fact that he said he didn't know the details, that's kind of whack.
No, I wasn't talking about the Bering Strait part though. I'm talking about the whole general thing of what he said, the whole outcome of what he was talking about.
That Columbus invading North America was the greatest thing to the species.
But did you hear what he said though? Is what I'm saying though. If you just going off generals and just if you wasn't actually listening, you're not gonna understand. That's why I played it because I wouldn't be able to explain it like how he did. So if y'all wasn't listening, then
We'll explain what you got out of it. Let us hear what you got to say.
it's not that I agree or disagree that saying he's the greatest of the work, but for the fact that he said with the Australian, like how he said with the pouches, that was the best example. In Australia is the only place that there are marsupials like that, where they grow pouches and shit like that. And those species. That shit happened because
kinda like saying
they
like-
were... So if nobody ever came to the United States, you know what I'm saying, or the area, it might be a different species of humans is what I'm saying, and compared to the European part.
It would have taken a lot longer, though.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. What do y'all think about that? I'm not talking about
It was
the...
inevitable.
Yeah, but the thing was, Columbus wasn't the first. He wasn't the first person to make contact with the people in North America, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
they've shown it's plenty.
It's the Moors. The Moors, the ones that showed
It ain't
him how to
even-
get over
I was
here.
gonna say they showed,
Because they was traveling back and forth
But that's
years
not-
before he even came to Africa.
but not just that. They've shown where there've been like African tribes meeting with South American tribes and getting boats over there. Like so, like you know what I mean? Like it's like, well, if they knew that and they was getting over there, then you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they made it at some point because it wasn't like niggas fucking rode them boats over there and just dipped out real quick like a fucking plane ride. Like
Hey,
how
who
we do now.
knows, though?
But yeah, who knows?
That's
But
my
I don't.
point. That's my point. What do y'all think about it? That's what I'm asking. Niggas acting like,
I don't know. That's a weird one, dog.
That's what I'm saying, nigga.
But
Like,
it's
that
been
shit
I don't
though.
agree with him. Like I don't agree. I don't really. I gotta look more into that.
I mean, because of the Ice Age, motherfuckers couldn't get over here. I mean, it was physically impossible. So, I mean,
but that's the thing. People discovered it.
10,000 years
Before-
later,
before
Columbus went. But before Columbus,
though.
it was
Like-
people that discovered it way before.
Yeah,
him.
like-
It
who
was
are
tra-
these people, though? I'm not.
The
I'm
Moors.
just saying.
You never heard about that?
Of course,
story?
I've heard about it. I'm just saying, you just said,
The
okay, so
Moors.
what's the information on it? That's what I'm
Moors,
saying.
just like they got pictures of the Moors, the black African descent with the turbans on their head. You know, you wasn't when you was under slavery.
They was the
you wasn't able to
ones who
practice
taught
religion
Europe
like
a
that.
lot of shit.
Yeah.
They taught Europe and brought Europe
put a
out of the
lot of
fucking Black
Europeans in
Plague.
film.
So
Like,
let's speak on it, though, is what I'm
so,
saying.
like, that's why, like, I don't.
Like Hannibal, right?
Ye-
General Hannibal took over Italy, France,
Yeah.
ran all that South Europe, like Mediterranean shit for a long time. Like some
Hell
of the
yeah.
kings and queens was mixed, right? Or some of them was actually black in
Ye-
Spain.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell
Madonna,
yeah,
all
yeah.
of that
You
shit.
already know.
Like, so I
So
don't.
they taught them how to sail, right? And there's evidence that some of those North African coins and East African money showed up in South America.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck would that happen, right? Because Europeans wasn't traveling.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
no way that could get
And
there
that
unless.
make more sense from an African nigga to travel to South America because it's
Bing bow.
Bing
Hell
bow.
yeah.
It's right here.
bing
Quick
bang.
little stuff.
Nigga.
Like I
Nigga,
said,
little
like-
kitty-
like we
But
said,
you gotta look
Columbus-
at
nigga.
from
like
both
we said,
ways too, though.
Columbus fucked
Because
up.
going back and forth from Europe, like that's on both sides though too. Even the,
And you got to remember, like I said when we talked about on that one.
Okay,
episode,
but the motherfuckers that got to South, the motherfuckers that, or whatever, from the Africans that got to South America, so they bloodline got all the way up through North America, though? That's what you're saying? All the way up to North America, all the way through the bottom of South America, all the way up through North
one
to
part,
North America?
one part they don't talk about in slavery a lot is the motherfuckers who didn't make it up north
Of course. You
and
already-
went
yeah,
south.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. That's
We
the
don't
niggas-
ever talk
That's
about
the
that.
like Paul Mooney said. That's the motherfuckers that can swim. He was like, y'all niggas talking shit about
And
y'all
like
niggas can swim.
like I was saying on the one episode, if we want to go back to fucking 6th grade science class, Pangea.
That's what he was talking about, though. That's exactly what he was talking about.
like
I don't think there
so.
were any humans there in Pangea. There was
Yeah,
That's
that,
exactly
and
what
that
he's
was
talking
too
about,
far
though.
ago. But like I'm saying, if we going on the world is this, since niggas, like I say, this that fucked up part with conspiracies and niggas ain't never been to space and we don't know what the world look like. if the fucking nations look like how they look and how it fits like that,
Yeah.
whatever.
But it's
would
definitely
make
some.
sense.
It's definitely something to what he's saying, though, for sure.
I get what you're saying.
For sure.
I get what you saying in the
Because-
terms of
because
like
it-
diseases, nigga, and us.
Or just no, and just
getting
the
that
and just
out.
all of it.
He was saying
And
that
just-
essentially, if it wasn't for Columbus coming over, like the rate of travel, like we wouldn't have the interconnected world that we have now.
No.
Right? Like we wouldn't have found them for like
Yeah.
who knows how long.
Because it wouldn't have been necessary. It wouldn't have been. Everybody has this shit over here. Everybody ice age and shit for real. I mean,
I need to hear that from a black man.
that is a black. That is a black man. Show him the picture. That is
Joe-
a black man.
Joe-
That is a black man.
Nigga.
Nigga.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Is
Oh,
a black
okay.
man. Nigga.
Who was
smart as
interviewing
fuck.
him?
That nigga smart as hell.
Who was
That
interviewing?
was on
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
But like I don't see that as the reason we got interconnecting travel today. Because
It
that
has something to do with it for sure.
I mean,
Definitely.
You can't have the world can't happen in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it only happens
Yeah.
the way it happens.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
know what's
so
the
I
way
don't
it
know.
Yeah,
Right.
because we only get his story.
Yeah, like I'm not. That's why I'm like,
which is called history.
because another
His
nigga-
story.
it coulda
History.
happened.
It ain't our history though.
No, I'm saying his
Yeah.
story.
But it
history.
did.
Oh,
History.
yeah.
Nigga,
That's
that's why
crazy.
they call it that, nigga. That's why it's in the English book.
Because once again,
His story, nigga.
Because once again, though, nigga, he. When you talk about interconnected travel, a black man created a plane.
But this way we talking about way before that though. Nigga.
Saying, but no, that's what I'm saying when I said, nigga. There's been plenty of depictions of Africans traveling here before that, nigga.
Okay,
That's what I
but-
mean.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
That's what I meant when I first said. It's been
But you
plenty of
saying
depictions
traveling
of traveling by boat.
Yeah, Neil sound like he denigger
Traveling, yeah.
No, not at all.
No,
Yeah.
Not at all.
He
Y'all
did
niggas
no-
just not
he did-
listening.
he
Y'all
did
niggas
nigga.
not
Well, he is listening. I
No, you
listened to
not.
the whole
You
thing.
didn't.
I'm sitting here listening.
Sleep, nigga.
I wasn't asleep. I'm,
dozed
I'm
off.
sitting here
Not
looking
playing,
at the
but we
phone,
were bit-
and I got my phone up like this. I ain't doze off.
He did, nigga.
Okay.
Honestly,
I never
think it
dozed
might have
off.
happened eventually.
Oh, for sure.
Brothers got the
Or
first
it
like
may have
flight
already happened
aviation
before,
run thing,
but
nigga.
by
But
somebody
on that
else.
inventions
But
thing
because,
that I did in
black
December,
people
go
don't
check
get that
that.
much recognition, it was automatically Christopher Columbus.
No,
You know
we
what
not,
I'm
and I'm saying that's not what I'm saying though. See, like
I
I'm not
get what you're
saying.
saying.
I know other shit jumped off, and he
Yeah.
wasn't the first person here, and it wasn't even like.
Right.
But what I'm saying is the way the shit went down and what he was saying in details. Like I said, I can't explain it. That's why I wish niggas would.
No, I mean,
fucking listen.
I get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think the only reason why it was, the best thing for the species it might have been because he was white.
I mean, I
or
feel
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because,
But I mean, it's a black dude saying that though. That's
I mean, I get it. But that's the thing, though. In history, they don't talk about people who came before.
I mean,
They
I
don't
agree.
talk about who came after if they weren't white.
That's true.
That's real.
So that's all. I get where you coming from.
The
I get where you
Negro-fi.
coming from. But at the same
Look
time,
it up.
Because I'm trying to figure out your exact question on what you mean by interconnecting travel. Like, I don't like.
Just listen to it again when you by yourself and you can actually listen to it.
Because like I can see what you
You
mean by
wasn't really
I can
listening
see
to it.
no I can see what you mean by like as humans like we talked about before like weeding out defects of each other and diseases. If that's true that nigga syphilis wasn't for them, even though they come out the Black Plague, even though if that's not true, if that's true that Indians or natives of here gave them syphilis,
I don't believe
then
that.
I could see that as the only as a positive of us.
Yeah, but they also brought smallpox too.
Thank you.
know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
a
Thank
whole
you.
bunch of other shit too.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
like that's why I'm like I don't. I'm not trying to de-nigrify some shit.
I'm glad you understood what I was saying, Dro, though, for sure. But we can go on to the next. I think that was over niggas' heads though. But
Man, that wasn't. We listened to that shit and we dissected it. I don't
False.
know why you getting sensitive about
I'm not.
that
I'm
shit.
just saying.
You
I don't-
is. Then you
I
sit up
don't-
here
I don't give a
and try to
fuck,
tell me I wasn't listening. I'm listening the whole time. I'm high. My eyes low. I'm not
Nigga,
passed out.
nigga,
Nigga, I
your
hear
phone-
everything.
your phone
It
did
don't
this.
matter what my phone was
And
doing.
face
I'm still
down,
sitting here
nigga.
listening to that boring ass
Sleep,
shit.
nigga.
But I listened to it. I sat
Sleep.
through it. I listened
my
to
point
it.
exactly. So you wasn't listening.
That shit,
if it
nigga.
was boring,
As
you
soon as
wasn't
he
listening.
said the part about Columbus, it's
Exactly.
over with.
It was over. You wasn't
'Cause he
listening. My point is-
denigrified
Thank you
everything.
for proving my point.
Denigrified
Thank you for
everything.
proving my point.
It was
Now
over
we
with.
can, now we can switch.
Because it was just bullshit.
Thank
He
you.
So, bro,
denigrified.
what?
not a
you for
real
proving my
nigga. He
point.
not a real nigga.
Thank you for proving my point.
Right. So get that weak ass.
Thank you for proving my point.
What's funky with you, Big Tiny?
Shit.
Damn. See how niggas is?
Uh,
Girls don't get like that.
This
Y'all
nigga sitting up
niggas
here trying to tell
crazy.
we didn't listen. It
Yo,
went
what,
over
man?
y'all heads.
You
Man,
just
get the
said-
fuck on,
you just
nigga.
said
You
you
ain't in my
wasn't
motherfucking body, nigga.
You just said you
Fuck,
wasn't
I just
listening.
listened to that boring ass
nigga
shit for that
fat
many
Oh my
minutes.
God.
Did you
That
not
shit
just
was
say you
weak.
stopped listening after he said?
I
Columbus?
said I stopped paying attention, but I
Okay.
was listening. I still heard it.
Okay,
It's in my
paying
ear.
attention.
What else I'm listening to?
Paying
I'm
attention.
sitting here listening to the
Paying
shit,
attention. You
trying to
wasn't
see
paying
what I can
attention.
get out of it,
I'm
but it
glad
wasn't
you
nothing that I
wasn't
can get
paying
out of it.
Attention, nigga.
Niggas been
What-
studying shit like
You're
that
not
for
gonna
years.
get
That was
nothing out of it
bullshit.
if you wasn't paying
When you
attention.
bitch at Columbus, that just denigrifies everything in
My
history.
point exactly.
Fact, nigga. That's a fact. Though.
Keep proving my point.
So what's been
The Negro 5.
we going to Shay?
Huh?
Huh? You can't do that. I used to do that to my mama. You can't do that. I used to do that to my mama when I was trying to play dumb and lie.
See,
You on the spot, baby.
don't put me on the spot yet.
But you came to be on the spot. You came to be on the spot.
Oh. So basically, I'm supposed to talk about whatever, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever you want that you came to talk about. I've heard about you.
What? What you hear? First,
I
what
heard
you
nothing
hear?
but good things. Nothing but good things. Like lemon pepper chicken wings. Nothing but good things. But I heard you're a specialist and something that many people need help with. Not just black, not
Charles,
just
don't turn your face.
white
nigga.
people. Everybody needs help.
You know, I'm a little eccentric. But
Right.
real talk though. So I went on this date yesterday, right? And dude, he was cool. I guess my bad. He was cool or whatever. But I don't understand why y'all niggas need to kiss and feel up on females all the time. Like
first date.
On the first date though. And I clearly say I'm not trying to give up no pussy today.
Right.
Not today.
Not today, like we just met.
Right.
But just hugging and
No,
doing
I
that
mean,
don't mean
he-
you giving up pussy.
No, it don't mean you giving up pussy though. But when you trying to get to know somebody, why the fuck is you sticking your tongue down my throat?
Oh yeah.
Like then you trying to grab on my booty, then you trying to get real slick and feel on the pussy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk.
Wait a minute.
And
wait a
what
minute.
he look like again?
Dog,
Remember you was telling me what he looked like. What does he look like?
he a little funny looking. He had a big damn.
You look like Kodak Black.
No, he don't. Why you giving me this? What the fuck? I'm just saying. It's just he look a little funny looking. He not the baddest nigga in the bunch. He's not the finest. He's not the flyest. But
Beauty
it's
is
not
eye-
even
beauty
about
is the
that.
eye of the beholder.
I don't behold that beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk good, I'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to get a feel for you, but if that feel ain't there, I'm Gucci. Like you're not gonna get no pussy from me. Period. Especially if you keep pushing it. And I know my pussy good.
Oh, okay.
See, I be waiting. I be chilling for it. Like I said earlier, I be waiting for it to get thrown. And then I'm Mossy.
Batter up.
I'm Randy Mossy. It get thrown, I'm Randy Mossy.
But that's what you're supposed to do. You're not
Thank
supposed to be
you.
like, come
That's
here,
what I
girl,
be
come here,
trying
girl,
to
let me
tell
feel
niggas.
on it.
That's what I be trying to tell niggas. And then you gonna
Right.
end up like all these niggas catching cases now. Niggas out here trying to fucking
Catching cases and whatever else.
man, woo,
Somebody hand me some Hennessy.
nigga, it's all in front of you.
That way.
You need to call on that slave Hennessy. You just flow. But I mean, you're a sex specialist though, so that's what he thought. And when I mean sex specialist,
First of all,
Charles called you a sex specialist. So that's first of all. My co-host called you that. And for all y'all out there, that does not mean a hoe with y'all closed-minded selves.
definitely not.
With y'all
Definitely
closed-minded
not.
selves. Y'all better open y'all minds
Definitely
and
not.
expand.
No, first of all, the dude don't even know, you know what I'm saying, that I gets down when I gets down. But he don't know nothing about that. He just know, oh, you know, she workaholic, she like to work, she not giving the pussy up, but yet you're still trying to fill on my pussy.
I'm
Like,
flabbergasted.
why?
Some dudes can just be that bold.
The
They
ugly
are.
ones though.
They are. Some bold are just that bold.
Dog.
And they've done it, and then they've gotten it. So then they like, it's going to work again.
Yeah.
Nah, not this way, bro. Not
They
this
just
way.
want some of that mother love. That's all.
Not this way.
Mother love.
You can't just sprinkle all the love everywhere.
What if he wasn't so ugly?
I wouldn't give. Okay, first of all, I've only had like one cute ass nigga. Okay, one. All my other niggas are funny looking, and I don't mind. Okay,
I'd be laying like that with the funny.
Hey.
and I like them tall and skinny because they have the biggest dicks.
Ooh.
Period.
Lies.
Proven fact. Ain't no lies. I swear to I didn't talk to a big tall nigga. His dick was little. I didn't talk to like a 6'5", 6'6" football player. That nigga dick was little, but he had good head. So,
Lies.
like, real talk. My last nigga was a fine ass nigga with a nice ass
Tall,
dick
skinny.
and good ass head. He was tall, skinny, but he wasn't funny looking. He was cute to me. He was fine as fuck to me. And a couple of other bitches because I didn't heard about them. So, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part,
Wait, did you say a couple other bitches?
yeah, a couple other bitches, you know what I'm saying? He liked them
Fucking with
big.
bitches?
He liked them bitches big. Yeah, he was community. But I didn't know that at first, you know what I'm saying?
No, you knew that.
No, I really didn't. I didn't know like that. You know, I might have had an inkling. Like my sister was like, "Oh, don't fuck with him. He ain't shit." But I was like, "No, that's gonna be my nigga." I said, "I'ma change him."
Well, can I ask that? Can I ask that then? Why y'all do that? What is in y'all that do that? When you just be like, that's gonna be mine, and y'all set on them lioness, fucking praying eyes and start hunting.
I don't even know. Like our first, like I wasn't even ready to meet the nigga. Like I was in my pajamas, no bra, with the cover on, hair fucked up, and it was one of those. Hey sis, I got a nigga coming through, and he got his brother coming. I need you to take one for the team. And I was like, and
one
I
of
was
those.
like, well, you know what? You done took plenty for the team for me, so I guess. Nigga done took so long, I went to sleep. I was cute as fuck, but
Taking one for the team come with a price.
all the time.
Every time.
That's why I ride
But-
solo.
Right, period.
No,
I don't got
no.
time for that shit.
But the first conversation was so cold. Like we went from family and church to background to freak shit and like yes, I mean our first conversation, my nigga. Yes,
You name dropping.
I don't.
Right.
I
Don't worry, we can bleep
Nobody
that.
know who Peanut is, but you.
Girl, it's like 4 peanuts
But
everywhere.
his name not Peanut in the street though. That's my code name for him specifically. Only he know and
Verizon
Big
Cloud.
Tiny know. Yeah, and a couple
I got code
Snapchatters
names
know.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a code name. But
It's only a few people that know who.
period. But the first conversation was so dope. And then when he left, I told my sister like, dog, I want that nigga. That's gonna be my nigga. I don't know what it was, but the conversation was so dope.
We got to find out what it is in y'all that activates that
I don't
switch.
know, maybe because he said he was a freak and he just talked good. He talked real good. You know, once you funk somebody's mind up,
Yeah.
they yours
Oh, yeah,
forever. Once you get their mind, it's a wrap. And that nigga had my mind.
Okay.
And I just want y'all to know the shooter is over there laughing because he that nigga know. He's a master.
I
in
mean,
it.
but it be like,
is
because I didn't have
That's
to talk
right,
to
I'm
A
that
telling
master
you.
at mind snatching.
Man.
Shooter know how to mind snatch.
All I gotta say is someone said I was trying to break bitches on one episode, and all I could say is there was someone who kind of told me how to break, or so called not break, but
How to break bitches.
Not
that
break.
must have been before.
yeah, it was. You wasn't on that episode. That's all. That's why he over there snickering.
But that's real shit. That
That was
nigga
funny.
had my mind gone. So. But once you get tired, you get tired. You're like, fuck, I don't give a fuck how good dick is. Period.
Yeah.
I got mind control over Debo. Be like,
that.
shut the fuck up. Be quiet.
But that nigga still call me, though. He still call and text me. What's up? and then seeing you little freak memes. Yeah, I know I'm that bitch.
Well, if you are what Charles said, then well,
Well, everybody don't get that though. It's not, it's not a universal thing. It's, I talk good, but if I fuck with you, like, I really fuck with you, then ooh-wee.
That's when it get unleashed.
It's all of it.
For example,
For example, you want me to drop examples?
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Okay. First of all, so I only smoke around certain people. I don't smoke around everybody. So if I fuck with you, I'm smoking, I'm drinking, and you're gonna get your dick sucked.
Ooh.
Period. And if I really fuck with you, if I really
That's
fuck
mandatory
with
for any chick I fuck with. Just for the record.
you, nah, if you don't eat pussy, you
AK
ain't getting your dick
facts.
sucked.
Any chick I
Period.
fuck with, you gotta be serving.
Flag on the play.
I'm saying.
She know he don't eat pussy.
I'm just saying.
He like, you don't know what the fuck I do. You see I'm over here with my big crip shit on. They
don't know
Crip.
Big Baby though.
Okay.
They don't know Sexy Shay.
Sexy Shay
Shit.
in the house.
Damn near every time I fuck, I get my pussy ate. Period. And I don't always suck dick.
All right.
Period.
Oh.
But there's a lot of niggas out here, there's a lot of weak. Let me tell you something now.
It is a lot of
Let me
weak
tell you
niggas.
something
It
now.
is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't get me wrong, it is. Because I had a whole nigga eating my pussy and I never fucked him.
Did he eat your booty too?
No, I had a couple of niggas eat my booty though.
And they ain't get no head in return?
Nope, it's some niggas I will never give head to, period. But they eat the pussy, the ass, all of that. They spread it open like, let me
Like
get in there.
YMCA.
And I still got a nigga like texting me and inboxing me like, yeah, I just miss how you taste.
and they leave with the booty.
No,
on their
most of them
face.
brush their teeth and wash their face before they go. Come on now. Yeah. Oh, for real? Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on
that's
now.
the real boo boo the food. That's for real.
No,
Oh
most
my
of them brush their
God.
teeth, wash their
Stomach
face.
game
they
loose.
You see, I'm fucked up, huh?
Ah,
I can't even say that.
I can't say that for every nigga though, cause one nigga I didn't hit him at the
What?
motherfucking Huron, and that motherfucker ate the booty, and then he still had to finish his shift at the job.
No.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure he was talking to the supervisor with ass in his mouth, and just
What happened with just eating pussy? Like we said a couple episodes ago. What happened?
And y'all
Just
niggas
eating
wondering why I
pussy.
don't like shaking hands and smoking blunts with everybody. Y'all, boy.
Don't even need to do all that, nigga.
I'm just saying I don't ask, but I'm not gonna oppose to it either. Sure, I just
We know, because that's what Big Tiny said the same thing. She trying to act like she didn't like it, then we was like, did you stop him?
Nah.
The first time it catch
Why
you
would
off
I?
guard,
Why
right?
would I?
The first time it catch you off guard, but after that you be like, oh yeah, shake that ass in that face. Oh my god. Yeah.
The natural bidet.
Get it.
Oh, game
That
loose.
shit. But if you ain't never had it done to you, which y'all niggas, so I'm pretty sure y'all haven't. Y'all don't understand. That shit felt good. It tickles.
Don't say
Here
it.
we go, Richard. What?
Go ahead.
What was you about
You
to
what?
say?
You what?
Reporting live.
What?
You what?
Yep.
You had it done?
No.
Wait,
what?
Yeah, you.
We thought
you
you was
was.
about to chime in.
Yeah,
And
you
she was
about to
like,
chime
ain't
in.
too many
No, I'm
niggas.
still fucked up on just all this. Nigga. Like, you don't understand. I'm
Oh.
fucked up on
Man,
all
you telling me you ain't never just been fucked up on the Henny with a little
No.
bitch you like, can I finish what I'm about to say?
Right.
With a little bitch you like,
It is
you
a
know what
no-no,
I'm
just for
saying?
the
It's
record.
getting nasty. Y'all tongue kissing, sucking titties. Y'all started doing 69 oral sex. You just go right up, you stick your tongue in her pussy and then go right to her booty.
Nah,
And then
because
come
I
back
already
up,
got
like-
some fingers in that motherfucker.
You don't know what you
nigga.
doing. You
fingers
going
in her
crazy.
booty?
Nah, I know what I'm doing.
You got
I
fingers.
know what I'm
You got the
doing.
2 in the pink and 1 in the stick. How you
yeah.
know?
Now
How
it's
you know you don't
different
slip
when
a
you
little bit?
Kawasaki two-hand band. You
I
know what I'm
don't
saying?
slip in that
That's what we
mother- I
call
don't
that.
slip in that
That's the
motherfucker.
Kawasaki. You
I
know.
don't-
Yang, 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 yang,
I don't
yang,
slip in
yang.
that motherfucker because I'm latched onto that motherfucking clit. I'm latched right here, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
At least you know where to lick at. Most
Right,
niggas
that
don't.
right. They don't. They be everywhere.
Boom. I'm a
like,
specialist too.
Okay,
Ooh.
okay. pussy eating specialist. Hey, I'll give you my number later.
Hey, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And that's why I'm really like, niggas shouldn't be doing it if it's 69, and cause like you got control now. Like, cause when nigga, first off, I'm 69 and nigga, the arms is coming right here. So now I got all types of control on the butt and your placement, my nigga. I'm running things. You might be on top, but I'm the base. I'm running this shit. All right? So all that slip, niggas talking all that slip shit, no, they just want to do it and they just got an excuse.
Yeah, because most niggas that do it like to do it like straight from doggy style.
Right.
They like to do it straight from doggy style.
See?
I mean, but if y'all eating pussy from the back, what's the difference? Your nose in it.
Big difference.
But your nose in it, though. Like your nose in the whole asshole.
Big difference. Big difference.
Come on, guys. You act like we were just boo-booed or something. Like a bitch gonna be completely ready for some
We're
shit like
not
that.
doing that.
You're right.
Some
Before
of
you
these-
have
some of these hoes nasty.
I'm not.
I'm not
Exact
either. I
cleanliness
know
is
for
next
a
to
fact.
godliness. I
You
don't
ain't
play
got
with
no
that.
magnifying glass to make sure all the dingleberries is about that
But I got a
motherfucker.
motherfucking shower head that got a hard ass stream
That
on that
way,
bitch.
No.
Okay,
That
come
bitch
on.
That's not on the
The
app.
motherfucking
That's not on the
shower
menu.
head come off, okay?
Yeah.
Like this microphone head come off, the shower head come off, leg up, pussy open, ass cheeks open, nigga. I'm spraying all in there.
Yes.
White
Period.
t-shirt for as long as you want to. That bitch is gonna turn colors, and I feel the same way about a booty hole. As much as you want to. But shit coming out of it, man.
I'm telling you. Right.
Hell no.
Now,
Oh my goodness.
I can live without getting my booty ate.
Right.
I ain't gonna
It's
front.
not a requirement.
I ain't gonna front. I done thought about it.
The way y'all
I
was
done been
sounding.
on some drunk shit, and in
gonna
that
do it.
position,
That sound like a
like,
requirement to
he
me. The
gonna
way
do
y'all
it.
was talking shit.
It's not a requirement.
like I should surprise her, like, cause she been talking that shit.
I gotta be on
And
He
then
gonna
like,
be the one to do it. He gonna be the one to do it because he think about it. He gonna get real fucked up one day.
I'm
He
gonna
gonna-
drop my hip so it go right in.
That nigga gonna be like,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
oh shit, I licked her ass.
No.
I kind of liked it. Oh, look
Because
how
even
she
if I get
squirmed
the
this
thought,
way.
you know what?
What you say, AK? How we be doing?
If you even get the
Dropping
thought,
them
I put
hips,
my
you already
clothes.
know.
Like, you know
Doing
what?
that yoga move,
I
right?
had a
Just
change of heart.
from the
I'm about to go home.
tongue be on the pussy.
I don't think I want to have sex tonight.
Dropping
I'm too drunk. Why are you taking
real, the
advantage of me
dropping
when
dog.
I'm drunk?
What?
Yeah. You
Ain't
good.
no nigga getting taken advantage of.
Hell
Drunk. He
yeah.
wanted to fuck
No,
sober.
she put her hand behind my head and put it in her ass.
We got another trial story. Hey, this gonna be another cartoon.
She put her hand behind my head and put it in her ass.
Never.
This episode getting wild.
But shit, while we on that, do niggas know how to find a G spot though? Is the question.
Man.
I know I do.
Right, exactly. Do y'all? Period. Because some niggas don't even know to lick the clit. Like,
Yeah, okay,
it be
they
the
be
most annoying shit. I don't even want my pussy ate. Seriously, like,
They ain't graduated from high school.
I'm trying to.
They be
wiggle
trying-
my
They did
clit
not
right
pass
up their
health
fucking
class.
mouth, like,
They didn't pass health
damn.
class. That's plain and simple. That's one of the first things you learn about the
Low-key.
vaginal areas.
Hell
Where
yeah.
the clitoris is.
Hell yeah.
Like I said,
Like,
my daddy was
okay.
letting us watch porno. Man.
If
And
watch
if you don't
any-
hear, you ain't never watched a female interview talk about that shit or anything.
No,
They be
because some
talking
niggas
about
will keep licking all the way from your whole up.
Everywhere.
Long ass lips. Like, I hate that,
that
shit.
shit
They want to stick their
irritating.
tongue in and out
That
the
shit's
pussy.
so irritating. Like, oh my
That's
God.
why they be licking ass, because they don't know how to find the clit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
True.
no, that's not true because that's not true.
Shay.
That is not true. I'm trying to tell y'all. I had a few professional pussy eaters, and they all licked the ass. Period. It was the bomb. I'm trying to. The first time.
Wait.
And most
Wait,
niggas that eat booty lick your toes too.
Be kind.
Bible.
Wait, big tiny, big boy.
Now-
Wait, Rich, wait. Was it one of them funny looking niggas?
Man.
Was
okay.
it the funny looking niggas?
One
They
of
got
them
it.
was funny looking.
Which one is worse, the ass or the toes?
Sorry, I just
It's like a 2-for-1 thing. They just do it.
I was
That-
about to say that.
But come on, I put my feet out right now. I got some cute ass feet.
I'm
My
just-
shit.
I'm just saying she just added a great scientific data that we needed for this study.
What
That
is
sound
worse,
like
the
some
ass or the
ass
feet?
shit.
Niggas will put anything in their
Anything in their mouth, nigga. Anything in their mouth.
They put
They
anything.
can fuck anything
about that
too,
life.
But, hey.
So are you saying you eat toes but not ass, Patrick? Is that what you?
I don't like feet to the point where niggas don't. I don't even like feet, nigga. Cute.
What about the ankle?
Feet belong in shoes and socks.
Like I said, I'll kiss a butt cheek.
Not in
I
your
ain't eating no
hand?
booty though.
Hey,
What?
I respect some pretty feet.
They
You tripping?
don't belong in your
I
hand.
like pretty feet. I rub
To
some pretty
massage
feet.
them.
Yeah,
You
all
don't
day.
Gotta have pretty.
Hell yeah.
Now, don't have your feet
I'm
looking
not
like
opposed to
you've
'em.
been outside playing soccer barefoot. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Your whole life.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Toes is no go.
Tripping.
Who said they kiss a booty cheek?
I'll kiss a booty cheek.
Toes is no
Speaking of
go.
kissing a
I'll
booty
kiss a
cheek.
booty cheek.
Speaking of kissing a booty cheek.
Ah, you gotta kiss a booty cheek. Y'all niggas ain't never kissed a booty cheek. Y'all don't be having no sensual moments, nigga. For real, for
Yeah.
real.
So what it mean when you kiss the booty cheek? Both ass cheeks.
Just no, it ain't
A
both.
cheek?
It's just one
See?
cheek.
Nigga, I
You
done
kissed
have
the
both
cheek?
ass cheeks. Okay.
I'm Scorpio. I ain't about to tell y'all everything. You know, shit.
Fuck
Yeah,
y'all.
I almost gave away a
Scorpios.
secret too. I said.
Right, yeah.
Right. Can't be
Yeah.
giving all these
Give
niggas
away
the
the
game. Shit, you see
I got
these
moves,
niggas out
nigga.
here?
I got moves Wesley Pipes ain't got, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out Wesley Pipes.
Yes,
That way.
That's why.
he know how to.
That nigga-
We
that
still
nigga-
answer the
That's
question
how you
though.
eat
Which one is
pussy.
worse?
Go watch
Ass or
Wesley.
toe?
That's how you eat pussy.
That's
How
how,
Wesley Pipes
that's how
eat
you
pussy.
talk shit when you fucking, yeah, bitch. Oh, yeah. Take
Yeah,
it nasty.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that nigga said I'm about to get balls.
Yeah,
He
he ugly as
Nigga
fuck.
Wesley
God,
Pipes
dog.
was What was,
He's
the,
so
what,
ugly.
what was the final question?
Ass or toes? Which one?
Ass is worse, nigga. What you mean?
I'm just saying, some niggas eat ass though. That's what I'm
Man,
saying. The
I
same niggas
gladly-
probably be like, oh, that bitch toes dirty. She be running outside.
Shooter said feet sweat and stank, but nobody's doing any of this without being fresh and just perfect
You
for the
lying.
time. That
You lying.
Now, I'm talking about me when I say
Okay,
nobody.
yeah, I was about to say, okay, yeah, let's be specific.
You.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
like it
If
gotta
I
be
know-
everything gotta be
yeah.
tight. Keep it
Right.
tight. Keep it right. Like
If I know I'm about
hygiene
to get
is a really
down,
big deal to
shit,
me.
I'm taking a shower.
yeah,
Period.
Man.
a shower, a bath,
shower,
a
any-
motherfucking
whatever.
shave, everything. For real. He said, "I don't want no feet." He's so against it.
But they all against eating ass too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He won't even rub a foot. Like
You
nah.
won't massage
You
your
gonna
foot,
rub my
nothing?
feet now? I'm tired.
Pass
Nigga, no.
Hell no.
Pass some of that
whole
Hennessy, please.
But after you get out the bath, are you taking a shower though? Is the question.
Yeah, to get the dirt off you
Okay,
from sitting
okay,
in the.
okay. I'm just making
Come
sure.
on.
Just making sure, cause you can't take no
That's
bath
a-
and then
that's
get
a
out
good
and then just
question.
put on some clothes. Cause nigga, that all that shit you just
Good
soaked up
question.
off you it went right back into your pores. Gross.
Gross.
And how often do you wash your tub?
Nigga,
Supposed
Every
to wash
time
every time
after
you
you-
get out.
nigga,
That's why I love my
who
people,
don't want
me and my
dog.
roommate be
Time they
beefing
get
off
out.
that shit. Cause I'll post a comment that motherfucker every time, even when he get out there. If he don't put nothing, nigga, fuck that nigga. You gonna have to watch this motherfucker if I don't.
Especially if you live with somebody, you gotta
Hell yeah.
wash that bitch every time.
That was like when I got to college and motherfuckers ain't have ain't had their own sandals and shit like that for the
Nigga,
fucking showers we
instant-
gotta share.
instant
I'm
athlete's
like,
foot,
y'all
nigga.
niggas tripping.
Instant athlete's foot, nigga.
Tripping, bro. I guess it's like
It's
a
like a
super
nasty
itch.
peeling thing.
Yeah.
Like ooh.
It's a fungus.
They're the same type of species.
But ain't it a fungus though?
But it's not the exact same though. It's not the exact same shit.
That
that's in
nigga
your
got
head.
kids,
On your
nigga.
toe.
Hold on.
I thought it was a fungus.
But you know I be on all that shit. Nigga. But it is the same shit though. It's like
Yeah.
Ooh.
Disgusting.
That's nasty.
it's basically like humans and Neanderthals. Like, that's basically, you know what I'm
Probably
saying?
why
Like,
half these niggas toes is
that's the
ugly.
comparison. Nigga, but you be shit. Some of them hoes toes be pretty as hell though.
Yes.
Rub it
Yes.
down.
Very
Like,
true.
Oh wait, you be caressing feet, Alan?
nigga, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Good man. Good man, AK. Good man, Chuck.
Yes.
But
Ain't
they
Yes.
gotta be right though. And
They gotta
They
be
got,
right.
and they will be like.
They
come
gotta
on.
be right, of course.
I don't let
You don't
nobody
want them
touch
type
my
of
feet.
expectations.
Like
You
I
nothing
said-
wrong.
You know,
Hey.
I'm a lightweight masseuse, nigga, so
Right.
I'll massage the whole head to
What
toe.
don't
nigga.
you
Yeah.
do, Coach? AK? What
Head,
don't
head
you
to
do?
toe,
Yeah.
nigga. Know how to get knots out and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
This nigga Coach AK is a lightweight everything.
This when you know a girl feet ugly when she wears sandals, but she tell you don't look.
Yes. Yeah. You look right at them bitches. Look how y'all-
That's the first thing I look at. If I see a girl with sandals on, that's the first thing I look at is her feet.
If my feet not done,
Like, how dare you come outside with that chipped ass paint job, looking like you've been out there playing soccer barefoot?
Coming out there with them Caesar
No.
niggas.
Yes. Take it off and clip your toenails in between.
Y'all wrong as hell.
Don't put them on me. Please.
And what about y'all? Y'all toes? Y'all lick some toes?
I ain't
never
say
licked
nothing
no
about
toes.
licking. I ain't say
everything.
nothing about no licking, nigga.
Look, now there
Sandro
you
did everything.
Don't try to
He
throw
married.
it at me.
I had to get you
going
back.
too far.
I had to get you
going
back.
too far.
I had to
Like,
get
going
that
too
cake
far.
back. I had to get that cake back.
Ain't nobody licking no toes. No.
Oh yeah, you get married, you gotta do all that. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna eat booty when I get married. When I get married. When I get married.
Yeah, that's
What?
I mean,
I'm keeping
that's-
it
that's
dead
real.
ass.
Right. You're going to
You
do
might-
everything.
you've been-
I mean,
Hey, you've been practicing.
No. Oh, no.
You've been practicing.
I get married.
Frank a freak.
But then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just say he gonna
I
be the
am
one
a
to
freak.
eat the
I
ass.
am a
though.
freak freak.
Frank
But I'm
a freak
waiting.
freak.
He gonna be the one.
Once
to
I
eat
get
that
married,
Hey.
though, I can truly be my super. I can unlock my last level of freakiness when I can get married.
I can unlock
Hey,
the last
I ain't even
level.
gonna blame. Hey, you right though on that, cuz.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause you gonna be who I'm fucking forever. We about to
Right.
do everything in the book.
Shit.
Everything,
I'm
nigga.
for real. I'm dead
I'm going
ass
to buy a
jumping off the
swing.
dresser.
Yes. Everything you ever thought of.
For real, jumping off the dresser and it will for real happen.
Shit, they said Pornhub giving money. Oh, we gonna post one of these. We
Hell
gonna wear
yeah,
a
with some
mask.
mask on. Yeah, I was about to say the same shit.
We gonna role play.
Y'all need some masks? I got some.
While we talk about freaky shit, has anybody ever been handcuffed though?
Man, I've been tied
Somewhat,
up with
not
some
with-
ties.
Not with real
Somewhat,
handcuffs.
not with real
Yeah, me too.
handcuffs.
I never been tied up.
with
Nope,
some
I've been
ties.
scared.
That was
Seen too many
I don't
movies.
like
I mean,
that. Yeah.
The shit I had, you could bust out,
Too many
like, so it
movies.
wasn't like,
Yeah.
you know.
Right,
You
right.
gotta do that with somebody you know. You
Too many
can't-
movies.
Yeah.
I couldn't get. I was
No.
stuck. I was stuck.
Right,
Oh,
don't
no,
get
no,
Cardi
no.
B out here.
We not doing no real sticking, and
I seen too many movies.
gotta-
I'm telling you, no. You
do
good.
I gotta be
Real
able
Cardi
to
B.
turn up out that motherfucker just in case. It gotta just be the idea of me being stuck.
Yeah.
That motherfucker had me stuck. I'm sorry. I was stuck.
Yeah, like just in case, like, 'cause what? Bitch, you tried to lick my ass. What the fuck going on?
You tied up. You tied up.
That's what I'm saying. No. You try to lick my ass? No, we not doing that. Cause
Man,
then
that
I'm a
nigga
fart.
AK ain't been right since
I'm
that one
farting.
weekend.
That's my reaction. No, I'm
I'm
farting.
gonna fart on you if you lick my
Cause I don't like nothing by my ass. Get that shit on. I'm farting. Cause you know I'ma laugh so hard I'ma fart.
You gonna laugh so hard you gonna
Hey,
fight.
Hell yeah.
But she might do the Charlamagne. You know what that nigga Charlamagne
I
said?
don't know what no
Charlamagne
Charlamagne
said-
is.
That
He
nigga said
cool
he'll,
with that
he
shit.
said he'll suck a fart out of bitch ass. Nigga.
Whoa.
Ugh.
That's nasty.
That's probably why he had that
That's
little light skin
ridiculous.
spot on his face. His bitch farted.
That's some
he
down
called-
south shit, nigga. That's some
Like
old,
that
And instead of
Some niggas
catching
like-
pink eye, he
some
called
niggas
pale
so
face.
that's some country backwoods shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he called pale face instead of pink eye. That's why he had a little light skin spot. And they gotta wear that makeup.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. On air, like
He
nigga.
admitted
Damn, you
to
bold.
fucking girls when they too like fucked up. He
Yep.
admitted to that shit.
Nigga look like Bullwinkle.
He admitted to that. Like
Yeah, he met you a lot of shit actually, but
that's
Which
like
is-
one reason I give him props. though.
yeah, because he keep it real all the
Yeah.
way
Like,
and just be letting this shit be out there. But some shit you need to keep to yourself, nigga.
Charlamagne got checked too many times for me.
Yes.
He got fired on all type of
Cause he a whole asshole. I would hate Charlamagne in real life.
asshole. He be
When
saying shit that
Birdman
niggas
pulled
be
down
wanting to
on
say.
him.
Fuck Birdman. Man, Birdman.
No, but that was a classic. Seriously, that, was
a
hilarious.
classic. All three of y'all.
Oh, tree, nigga.
You see when Juvie came back up?
Oh, tree of y'all, nigga.
no, none of y'all niggas try that Birdman shit over here.
Put
I
some respect on my name.
turn some shit
It's
over.
going down. It's going down.
All right. It's big tiny time. Big tiny time.
Big tiny time. How y'all guys doing today?
I'm in a weed hangover from yesterday at that hash.
Man.
I'm fucked up from that. But what's good with you? I'm glad you're back.
I know it's good to be back.
I'm gonna keep it simple next time. Just so you know, go ahead, big time.
I was just gonna ask you guys, how do you guys feel about like if a woman is hyped up and she put her hands on you? Do you feel that it's ever okay to put your hands on a woman? I know y'all probably talked about this before, but I don't know if I was here then.
Hell nah, niggas despise of that shit.
It's not.
Completely despise of that shit. Like,
So how do you handle it?
yeah.
How do you handle it when a woman puts their hands on you?
Try and get away.
If
You try and get away.
Run.
You try and get
Exactly.
away.
Exit the scene
Try and get
immediately.
away.
If
Y'all
she
better
catch
call
me,
the
she need to
police.
be in the Olympics.
Police might shoot your ass.
Nah, I would say you would call. I'd say you could call them now because they a little bit more.
Especially with Bob.
Oh, man, but
I done
women
been,
is
I done
crazy
been,
though,
man.
man.
I done been in some fucked up shit when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And I done been through some shit, and I done had that shit. You know what I'm saying? So call the police because I done had a situation where nigga they called me because of some shit that happened, and like from the evidence of the scene, I was attacked, and they was like, "Nigga, would you rather press charges?" And I'm like, "No." I've
You
also
should
had
have.
some shit. I've also had some shit when I was younger, when I was in the wrong, even though I was getting hit, and niggas don't want to say they lost themselves for none of that shit, because I was 19, whatever, but
That's young and
young and stupid,
yeah.
young and dumb as fuck, young and volatile, young and fucking toxic, you know what I'm saying? And that's not some shit you should do at all, you know what I'm saying? Point blank motherfucking period, you know what I'm saying? And I turned myself in like a man for my shit, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's never right. It's never right at all. Anybody to put their hands on each other. Unless, like I say, unless you defending yourself. Being attacked, it's never right. And then, like I say, if you're the male, unless she attacking you with a weapon, no. Walk away. Like, get out of the run, get out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you got to
If it's
you
life
gotta
and death,
push her,
that's
if
different.
you got to push her to
Yeah.
try and get out of where you at, then do that. But, like, because, like I say, the only time in that second situation it was different because I was grown. You know what I'm saying? I got hit
Yeah.
with a bottle. I got hit with a motherfucking brick. I got hit. I got fucked up, yo.
Man.
I got fucked up. She was drunk as fuck, and she was my homegirl. She was literally, it was on some St. Patrick's Day, wild. She was
Toe
wildin',
up.
dog. Yeah, she was toe up, nigga. And it was like, whoa, like, I'm like, yo, like, and there was a couple other girls there. And I'm like, yo, get her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
get
yeah.
her. I'm like, if y'all don't get her, nigga. And they looking at me, and I'm like, nigga, like, she be from
Not
the brick
going
from the
down.
second floor, though, nigga.
Oh,
she threw the brick,
man.
she threw the
That
brick
bitch
after I
dropping-
got out. Nigga,
Nigga, that bitch dropping some velocity.
man, nigga, she
That
fucking Aaron Rodgers, that motherfucking nigga.
Oh, man.
Big Tiny, what makes you put your hands on a dude? Like, or makes you
I don't
about to
know
say the
because
same
I feel
thing.
I stand for. I feel like no one should be putting their hands on nobody because just because you're a girl, you do not need to be putting your hands on no man. Just saying like that. Oh, that's acceptable because I'm a girl and I know he not gonna hit me. No, it's not acceptable. I feel like it's not. So I don't know. I'm not the type to just
Yeah, if you really
reach
fuck
out and
with a
slap
nigga.
somebody. I have a smart mouth.
Cause
No,
when when I was 19, yeah, that shit's crazy. Like I say, people get in there. I think it comes from people seeing that shit when they're younger. After going through the shit I seen in the therapy and all the classes, whatever, like that's what you find out. People see that shit when they're younger, and like I say, it's a young, stupid shit. I got stole on probably like 8 times. And then it was like, man, if you don't get off me, and even to this day, if you was to go to my police record file with that shit, it ain't no real picture of like
What happened?
of bad. My shit is not like these niggas out here playing sports making millions, my nigga. I can tell you that right now. That's why I'm comfortable talking about it. That's the only reason I'm comfortable talking about it. What I did wasn't right at all.
But yeah,
But like I'm not. Nah, like it's. I be seeing that shit on the news. That's like I say, we just lost Kevin to some domestic violence shit because of nigga not being able to just pick up his kids and be cool.
yeah.
And 2 dudes getting into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
like
it's never cool.
that's why I said this violent shit. Like that's like I said, we humans. We on some other shit.
But yeah,
That shit play that mind control shit play another factor in that too though. That
a big part.
Yeah,
People being violent with their partners.
Yeah.
Feeling like they
Yeah.
lost time and control and
Hit me
money
'cause he
and
loved me.
feelings and
Nah, that
Like,
bullshit.
Yeah,
bro.
like nah, but that don't even make sense.
Not at all.
yeah, because the person I supposedly hit, nigga, was at my motherfucking window the next day I got out of jail.
Yeah,
Trying
'cause
to talk to me.
it's rap. If it become
They was
physical,
at the
it's
club
rap.
the same night I supposedly beat their ass.
I don't even like
And my
arguing.
sister was about to beat their ass because of that shit. And my sister like, how you at the club and my brother beat your ass this morning?
Right.
Sitting in the county, nigga, fighting for a fucking jean jacket, nigga,
That's
blanket,
too
nigga.
funny, nigga.
Fuck.
Well,
I was
I'll
a
say
nigga
this.
though, with no lawyer money. So nah, that go Washaway County, nigga. And she was light skinned, so they called her white
Oh shit!
in the police report.
They called her white.
In the police report,
Oh, it was a rap.
right?
Super light skin, fucking. She looks white from a distance. We just gonna put white, nigga. That's wild.
Bruh. I was sitting there watching TV, all fucked up, nigga. All I hear is, psh, what? I know you're not at my window after all this book.
Yeah,
Oh,
bitch,
duh.
yeah, you don't knock it off, bitch.
Like I say, it be young, dumb shit. That's why I don't get the old shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, my shit was when I was really young, dumb, and it's sad because all of us have seen that kind of shit.
Yeah, of course.
I can sit here right now and say all of us have seen some domestic type shit
Hell yeah.
in front of us,
Or
whether
been a part of
whether
it.
our parents,
Our parents,
aunties,
Yeah.
or family friends, or when we got older, seeing our own friends.
Yeah,
and
friends,
they
exactly.
doing that shit. So like, we gotta stop that. We gotta put an end to that shit. Like, don't, if you see that shit going on, like, just try and like separate the two,
Hell yeah.
because the shit ain't cool. Like I say, like, people try and be on this fake shit. Like, people don't get mad at each other. Like, people gonna get mad at each other. People gonna say stupid shit, but like,
all the time. But you
You
gotta,
gotta
have
stop it.
self-control.
Yeah.
you gotta stop it at some point.
As a woman, though, and a lot of females gonna be mad, but if I ever have a son, don't hit her. But if she keep doing it and nobody's fixing it, beat her ass. Period.
No,
I'm not saying
Or,
like
or
beat
get
her
away
ass,
from
period.
that type of
But
situation.
I'm gonna say it like this.
we talked
Yeah.
about that.
I'm just saying, like, cause I was always taught, don't put your hands on no man if you don't want your ass beat. Period. Cause we can't beat a man. Y'all are stronger than us.
Yeah.
Y'all might not be able to take pain like us, but y'all are stronger than us.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna raise my hand to one of y'all unless I got a weapon. Cause y'all, about to really whoop my ass.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be the first one
To
to
initiate.
throw hands.
Yeah.
Period. Now, and the only reason I say what I say is because, and just saying, because girls always think they can kick a little boy in their balls,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
And it's
they not
cool.
gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
And that
because-
shit happens when people are
Exactly.
younger. A
'Cause
lot
that
of this shit
happened with
gets
my
colder than
dad.
people when they're younger.
And that happened with my dad or whatever when he was young. And then the teacher wasn't doing nothing about it. So my grandma was like, punch her ass. And she ain't going to do it no more. And that's what happened.
And she was done doing that shit.
She was done. So I feel like, as, a woman, don't put your hands on no man, period.
Yeah.
Unless you want your ass beat or you're going to be prepared to get your ass beat. And just take that ass whooping because you initiated. I'm not never going to initiate nothing with no dude. I got in one fight and it was with a nigga and that's because he fucked with me.
That's real, though. For real.
And then about that domestic shit, I never seen it, growing up. After I got grown and I had me a little boo or whatever, I was in a situation. I never got my ass beat, but I was in the situation. And fortunately, I got out of it. But I still would have never put my hands on that nigga, period. Because that's just not how I'm cut.
But I mean, like, even like the arguments people don't realize count as domestics, count as verbal and shit like
Technically.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You talking to a nigga that didn't had to be at session after session weekly, and I'm talking about I'm in there with niggas 40 years old.
Heard what I said.
Oh,
I don't even like arguing. I don't.
Yeah, 'cause
But I mean-
that's- once them doors is open, it's
But-
like a toxic
but
revolving
for
door.
real.
Yeah.
For
Ain't
real.
I don't
nothing,
argue.
you know what I'm saying?
For real.
I'm not arguing
Because
with
then
you.
I
go
remember
back
that
from there.
same argue face. What you looking at me like that for?
Yeah. Yep.
Da-da-da-da.
There it go again.
But not
Fuck is
There you go again.
fuck is going on?
If you give
What the
me
fuck did I do? I thought I had a good day at work. I come home.
And it's a
I'm trying to rub on some booty.
It's a for real revolving door because like niggas was saying it was all my niggas. AK was one of them niggas telling me, nigga, get out of that shit. Pat was one of them niggas telling me, get out of that
got
shit,
to.
nigga. And I ain't want to get out of that shit.
You
Being
got
on some
to.
young and dumb shit.
If you ain't got no kids,
Yup.
fly.
And that was the only good thing is it wasn't no kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was young dumb shit that we both had kind of seen and knew and grew up kind of seeing.
Yeah.
even if it is
Two
kids, you
people
really
from the
just gotta
same
have that
shit,
man to man.
almost in the same pot.
Like, what is we
Like,
doing here? Do I got to come home thinking that we gonna have a boxing match every day?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
like,
got kids
damn.
in here and
yeah,
shit. Like,
that's
this ain't-
toxic. You know, you
We
don't
setting
want the
this
kids
bad
to see
example.
that. Hell yeah. Especially if it's little boys, they gonna think it's cool to
Sorry.
little girls, anything.
Yeah, but definitely niggas though.
But no, like Big Tiny ass, it's never. Only time they got a weapon.
Yeah, nigga, life
that
and death,
is
nigga.
life.
You gotta
Other
get
than
about
that-
that motherfucker
Other than
and
that,
get to where you
just
going.
Leave. Just walk out wherever you at. Just leave. Call an Uber.
don't
Call
go
a
Only
back.
way I see possible
go
is the
back.
bitch robbing the bank and shooting people, and then I could just sneak her and the gun will fall out. That's the only way I see me knocking a bitch just clean out. You gotta be a bank robber.
Black Rican.
Yeah. Good, it's for the team. I loved you.
But that's the only time. But like that's you know. But that's like I say, that's a huge question because when we out here talking about we want that old school love, that grandparent love, a lot of them had fucking domestic,
Yeah.
physical,
They was
Yeah.
getting their ass
domestic.
beat. Getting their ass
Physical,
beat.
domestic. All them old married from 40 and up years, niggas, they got domestics on their ass. I can tell you that. And I know for sure that back in the day, there wasn't even shit they would do with the domestics, dog. Like, they wouldn't, like, even up to the early 90s in Washtenaw County itself, they would just pick a nigga up and drop you off, like, 5 miles from your crib and have you walk back because they feel you cool off. Like, but niggas gotta get back on that Black Panther shit when it comes to that too. Gotta check niggas on that. You see your boy hollering or doing shit like that, you gotta check your man. It's like, cause this shit getting out of hand. But what's up, Dro? I heard your Funky Five ties in.
Yeah, so I mean, with the whole situation, you know, with Kevin and us talking about domestic violence and all that, and me being a father, I got to figure out how to raise my sons and my daughter to learn how to de-escalate, right? How to approach situations and figure out whether it's time to put the hands on somebody or it's time to walk away and just keep walking. I would like to hear everybody's thoughts on like. How do you deal with these type of situations as you got older? What did you do when you were younger that you were like, damn, that was stupid? And how do you learn from that, move forward, and pick a different method to deal with shit?
But yeah, I think about a lot of the stuff I went through as a child growing up that I don't like. While I'm always trying to fix something, I think about stuff me and the homies been through, and that it's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been in an orange suit looking at my motherfucking grandma. Like, right. Like,
Right.
I've been in an orange suit looking at the people I looked up to and loved the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the worst feeling ever. Like, when my little sister told me, don't ever go. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever leave like that. And I wasn't gone for long. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think about. And I think about everybody going through something, man. Everybody going through something. Like, white, black, whoever. Your ass ain't up there like y'all keep saying with that 1%. Like, they going through something. So I always try and chalk it up to, man, they going through something. Like, they don't really have that anger with me. You know what I mean? They just projecting it at me.
But at the end, at the end of the day, we all stubborn in our own ways. So we gonna be mad about some shit for a minute, whatnot. It just be hurting when it's somebody you love too, especially what changed me as I got older. Like, one of my last conversations with G before he died, we got in an argument like that week over some dumbass shit. We arguing over some dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? That should just be different. Like, damn. that really show you like, damn, one day he here, one day he ain't. That's why you really can't hold that shit to heart like you want to, especially over no petty shit.
And speaking on that, with all the deaths with people I didn't love, like with G, the last thing I did was nigga, me and G caught me coming out of court. He had to go into court, so then after he got out of court, we was in the car catching up, freestyling and shit. That was my last interaction with my cousin before he died. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that done passed close to me, I had a good ass last interaction with them before they passed. So that's why I be like, fuck it, you know. That person tripping, I know they going through something. Especially if you know a person. If you know a person, man, you know they going through something when they acting out, man. Like, you see that shit.
Especially if it's something out of character.
That's what I mean. Like, you know a person. You know what I mean?
Like, hold on, nigga. I ain't never seen you do no shit like
Right.
that, nigga.
Facts.
Just like with you sitting to the left of me. I knew something was up with you. I don't even know you. And I knew something was up with you, right?
right?
Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel, people. Like, that's me. Like, always being the younger person, seeing older people and being around older people, being the youngest person.
Being observant, that's what it is.
Yeah. Like, you feel how people feel. You feel that energy.
Like, oh, I can't talk. Oh, I can just soak in all this,
Yep.
all this energy and all this knowledge real quick. Then
That's what I do though, Dro, man. Like, you gotta preach to them.
it's hard though, because I don't think the tactics we was taught works to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm stuck with my nephew with that. Like, damn,
It's a new world. It's
I don't know,
hard.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, how do I, come at that in a different way? Like, 'cause I feel like that other shit don't be working, because I've seen it not work. Like, niggas being soft on their kids. That shit clearly doesn't work. Like,
Another thing. I learned another thing from one of my friends over in Japan. I learned she tried to teach me how to, like, channel that negative energy into some kind of positive form. Even when you feel like you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just read a book. You know, do some push-ups. Go work out or something. You know, try to turn it into something positive. And that's what I try to teach the kids, especially in football. When they get into it with each other, we get hype about that because it's y'all anger. But y'all still need to understand that y'all brothers, y'all got to hug it out. I want y'all to understand that passion. And you just competing. It's competing.
all it is.
Everything is a competition.
Yeah.
And when they do that and they get up and they smack each other on the butt of the helmet, I get happy because I know they're not angry at each other.
Yeah,
they're just
and they
competing.
not gay.
Pause.
For real, though. That's real. Shit, I had to get mad at one of them niggas I was coaching because I forgot what happened. Something happened. He got up, and this boy tried to give him 5 and shit, and he walked away from him. I blew the whistle like, hell no. I was like, everybody come up right now. I was like, dog, I'll
That's
make
how cool they is.
practice, and
That's
I'll make
how
all
cool they
y'all
are
run
now,
again.
dog.
If I see some shit
We
like
have to
that
get
again,
mad at them about
what's wrong
that.
with
They
you,
act like
nigga?
they so
And
cool,
me
they
and
can't
TJ, we be
celebrate.
assholes. Everybody on the line.
Yeah, what the
Everybody
hell?
go.
Yeah, nigga, y'all tripping.
Everybody
off
got to
that,
go.
nigga.
One do it, y'all all do it. Because
Y'all
I hate that
teammates,
shit
nigga.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, nigga, y'all
social
fucking-
sportsmanship. Don't be
Yeah,
a poor
like-
loser, man.
Period, like.
Because you got to battle with this man.
Period. Like, he just trying to make you better. If anything,
Exactly.
like, nigga, you got to just step your game up. If you got embarrassed or whatever, like, nigga, don't be like, oh, fuck that. I ain't dapping you up. And them kids out in Ipsy, they bad with that shit, dog. Out there in Lincoln, nigga, I done seen that shit happen too many times. I'm like, yeah, dog, that should have never happened on a team I'm associated with.
Is it how if I can ask you, Joe, how far in age are your daughter and son?
I mean, they're 4. One's turning 5, one's turning 4, and the other one's turning 3. So they're all blah blah blah.
Damn.
So they're
Stair steps.
jumping on each other. You know,
Stair steps.
Now see, I would like to know how you deal with that because even though I got sisters, they was much older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was 10, 7 years older than me, and then my other sister 8 years younger than me. So
Yeah, I can speak on it. Everybody can hear me, right? Turn the mic off. All right. So I mean, I don't know no other way. I just talk to them like they grown. Like
Thank you.
I be telling them like, yo, you can, do this and that. Somebody gonna put their hands on you though if you continue that, or you dealing with your brother. Like when I'm dead, that's gonna be the only nigga here to help you. So
Right.
y'all-
Bro,
like I just
that's the realest shit you can
so
do is
real.
talk to
Hell
them like
yeah.
they're adults.
Hell
That's
yeah.
how they going to understand. They want to
Yeah.
be look, that the fucking school system already got them trying to sit them down in class for 8 hours
Yeah.
like they grown people at a fucking desk job.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
then
you
tell
already
them-
can't adults can barely do that. We need
Exactly.
fucking breaks and
And
shit.
they getting
so
paid.
they expect kids to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Adults
saying?
don't do
So
that.
if you're gonna treat them
Exactly.
like that, then you need to speak to them like adults. Don't treat them. Oh, you know, and don't let the animals teach your kids shit. I don't believe in that neither. I don't. Oh my bad. Don't let the animals. Animal TV show. No, they shouldn't be. The kids shouldn't be learning the alphabet from
Wait
no
a
fucking
minute.
pigs or none of that. No. Don't let the
Like
animals
Sesame
teach you
Street?
shit. Like
Right,
no
nigga, I can't watch
animals.
Sesame Street.
No.
No Barney or none of that.
Hell no.
Niggas ain't have PBS in the show.
No.
You ain't gonna hate on Sesame Street on my show, goddammit. I'll tell you that right now.
Man.
Right.
Big Bird taught me a lot, nigga. We not
That
gonna
was
do that
and Barney,
today.
nigga.
Oh no.
Barney,
them.
especially.
We not gonna
Baby
do
Barney.
that.
Y'all
Charles.
tripping.
You know?
We
Well,
don't have to
that's
go
a-
there
Charles, we
today.
not gonna do that.
We're gonna go there
I
another
like the
day.
way that you boppity bop. Hey.
Oh no.
I can't remember the words.
Right.
exactly.
Count, nigga.
Oh,
What?
no.
The coolest vampire out, nigga. Other than Blade, nigga, the Count was the coolest vampire out. Black Rican ass.
Nigga said Barney, huh?
And it was
Barney
a black
wa-
dude who
yeah,
did
I know.
Barney.
Barney was that shit though. I ain't gonna
Yes.
Wow.
And he's still getting
Always
money to
picture
this
Barney to
day.
be-
I don't believe that.
Nah,
I
he-
always picture Barney to be white.
Right, I did too.
Yeah, it was a sissy, some sissy. He for real. He was.
But that's the only song I can
His
For real though.
This is so sick.
Some black sissies. Ain't
His
say it,
voice.
but he was though.
I love you.
That's why he had those.
You
Yeah,
love
saying.
me.
Nigga, Alec gonna have an LBGT community on my head.
They don't know what that is, but
But no, back to the question though, for real, for real.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
My personal opinion is I coming up with my dad and my stepmom arguing all day. Like I mean all day.
Yeah.
I feel like you shouldn't speak out of anger. And not even just, my dad and my stepmom, but my mom used to say some like real
Foul shit.
foul ass shit to me. And I remember it all.
to you.
To me.
Oh wow.
To me. She could be pissed the fuck off, and then I was everything but a child of God.
That's
You know
That's
what I'm
that-
saying? So I feel like, you might be mad. Like, I don't argue with nobody. Like, even my boo or whoever, I don't argue with them. If I'm mad, I'll chill out for a minute. And I'll tell anybody this. If I'm mad at you, just leave me alone for a minute. Let me collect my thoughts. Let me calm down. And then we can have a conversation.
right.
But then don't look at me like I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Because then I'm going to be ready to throw these hands. But for the most part, I feel you shouldn't speak out of anger because you say some shit you don't really mean to say. And then when you say that shit, you never know how it's going to
Hell
affect
yeah.
that
And then
person.
2 days later,
Can't-
you'd be
yeah.
like, damn.
Right.
It be all
I
about
said that
motherfuckers'
shit.
deliveries too,
That too.
because even at work, I'll be having to remind people like, "Hey, I'm not your child." Or
Right.
like that. You
I-
know,
I
you
got-
gotta speak
I
to
don't
me
got
like
your-
an adult. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't got your last name, and even if I
'Cause-
did, you better watch how you said
Yeah.
that.
With the shit, man.
That
Because I'll get like that.
Like I
with
know, I know you supposedly above me,
Yeah,
but
right,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Like, don't sprinkle your face up. Don't do none of them hand movements. And no, you're not finna be doing that because
way.
we.
that's-
mm-mm.
But that's how I used to end up sometimes at your crib for a minute, man. Because
With the kids and people I love, I got patience. Everybody else, I don't know.
a parent,
With kids, you gotta have patience,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
because they do all type of stuff. You can't talk to them out of anger because the stuff you say to kids when they're kids, it lingers. It goes with them.
we're sponges.
So if you telling somebody they not gonna be shit when they're young, when they get older, they like, you
Preach.
know what? Don't nobody think I'm shit anyway.
Preach.
But then when you have people like me, oh, bet you don't think I'm gonna be shit.
I'ma show
Bet
you.
You
I'm
got
gonna get
motivation.
this high
Yeah.
school
Nigga,
diploma.
I swear to God, that's
I'm gonna get this
that's
college degree without
yeah.
no kids.
that shit
Period.
backfire and shit on their ass.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I gotta do just to show you I'm that shit. I'm all of that. Period. But some people don't have the same mind as that. It lingers, and then they don't become shit. Cause they like, oh, I'm not shit anyway. So
Yeah. But that's how I used to end up at your crib, AK, was like,
Yeah.
parents say some like Shay says, parents say some foul shit, and
Foul,
it's like
and it hurt
I'm
worse.
I'm outro, like
Yeah.
I'm outro. Then since I'm not about to argue and all that,
Go through all these.
Cause you argue in a black family, nigga, and the whole family know that shit by like the end of the day.
Hell yeah.
You the most disrespectful nigga in the world,
The
and
most.
ungrateful, and all
Right.
types of shit. And, yeah.
Especially if you're the male.
Duh. Don't even get started. Especially if you a male and your daddy already fucked up.
Like, oh, there you go.
And you got his name.
Just like that nigga Richard.
Brought a lot of good, peaceful energy today, and I like that shit. Like, that's real, for real. Like, that she
I
saying
got
shit.
a lot of love, though.
That's love. She
yeah.
talking some real ass shit. So, you know, I want y'all to take from this episode today, man, is love, because that's what this world need more of. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Rest in peace, Kevin. Rest in peace, everybody we have lost. Anybody we have lost this week from any country, from anywhere, because this shit happens to everybody, every day.
Yeah.
Violence,
Right,
gun,
as we speaking.
knives, all
Yes.
types of fucking ways. People are losing their moms, their child, their best friends, aunties, whatever. All right, like, don't take none of this time you got for granted. For real, that's what we just want to take from this episode. Don't take nothing for granted. You see something wrong happen and try to stop it. Try and create peace. All right, don't hype shit up. Please don't hype shit up. So, we out of here today. Front Porch Talk Podcast. We'll be back next week. We love y'all. We out.
Police ain't coming today.
Nah, they ain't coming
They
today.
coming today.